Gets in, lads. Welcome back to the Unfold Podcast. My name is Elijah, and I'm here with Andres per usual. And today we're going to give you guys our predictions for the Concacaf Nations League quarterfinals. But before we get into it, though, one, Andres is a little sick, so if he seems low energy or is coughing or anything, please forgive him. And
Yep.
two, we are going to be live streaming our watch along to that Jamaica USA first leg. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on if you haven't already, so you know when we go live, and you can be one of the first people to interact with us on that. And then leave a like on it if you want us to do more live streams and whatnot beyond that. So yeah, also let us know in the comments down your predictions for each of these games. We're going to do individual previews for some of these games as well, more in-depth ones. But for the broad predictions, let us know in the comments down below. We're going to go in chronological order. Jamaica USA first. We'll start off with Jamaica USA, which to me is my matchup of the round. I don't know about you, Andres, but
I would agree.
it's the biggest. It's the most interesting one in my opinion. Yeah, so 5 o'clock on Thursday Pacific time, just so you guys know. Jamaica USA though. This is a predictions video, Andres. Start us off with your initial predictions. Give us your first leg, and then your
the
second leg. Yeah.
Okay, so first leg's in Jamaica, as we know. Home field advantage. You know, the Jamaica's made a really good addition. They announced it's Hayden, correct?
Isaac Hayden, yes.
Isaac Hayden, very good addition. We made a video about it, I'm pretty sure, right?
We did.
Like 99% sure. And the United States is without some key players like Tyler Adams and certain players. And it looks like the rumor is they're going to play a 3 in the back due to the lack of outside backs they have.
Fullbacks that they have. That's right.
And Tim Reen, it looks like he's going to be back there.
Really? Is that the rumor? I've not seen that.
That's the rumor.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay. So it's interesting. It's interesting. You know, they don't have Balogun because he's still coming back from an injury. So they have Weah, McKenny.
No Sargent either.
No Sargent either.
Top.
No Hotel Transylvania, unfortunately for them, but that's okay. I'm gonna go 0-0 first leg.
0 goals scored.
I think no goal, and
really? I think fucking suck for our live stream.
I know it's not a good thing for our live stream, but I'm trying to be a little bit practical here. I think going into this, you know, it's not the strongest United States lineup, but it is stronger than they did in the last window. That's for sure.
Okay.
But I think Jamaica's going to need a little bit of time to mesh, but I think they're going to be good enough on the day to get a draw out of it. Maybe they score, maybe it's a 1-1. You never know. But I think their mindset is let's go 0-0 into the second leg. Excuse me, something to fight for in that second leg. Maybe we can push it to penalties. You know what I mean? Leave it up to the footballing gods. But I think 0-0, and then we'll go 1-0 Jamaica in the second leg. A little boring, but I think
exciting 2 ties, huh?
I'm sorry. But I'm gonna. That's my prediction. 1-0 Jamaica in the entire leg. I could be wrong, granted. I could be completely wrong, but I'm hoping that Jamaica just comes through because I don't want to see the heartbreak I saw last time out.
Oh man,
dude, that was. Bro. I don't need to see that again. So I'm hoping just the 1-0.
If only we were live streaming for that video, for that game, dude. That would have been intense.
Dude, I remember my reaction when that goal went, and I said,
bro,
no.
I was at my girlfriend's house. We were watching it, and she was like she doesn't care about soccer a whole lot, and let alone Jamaica. But I was going for Jamaica, and she was going for Jamaica, and we were both freaking out. Oh, what a time. What a time.
But, you know, I also really hope Jamaica goes through so we can get you that semifinal vlog going, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
If that happens. But either way.
A little teaser.
Something in the works. You never know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my prediction. 1-0 Jamaica. You know, I got to back my reggae boys. You know how it is.
Okay. I mean, I'm conflicted here, right? There's a lot that goes into this tie. It's gonna be good games no matter what, in my opinion. But you already talked about it. USA are a little bit weaker than normal, and Jamaica, I think, are stronger than normal to some extent. But obviously, I did the video reacting to their team sheet. Make sure to go check that out if you haven't already. It's a good team. They have some key players in there. Leon Bailey's back, and he has been training with the team. It's not just a formality like Copa America was. Isaac Hayden is in there. Obviously, you got Ethan Pinnock. No Bobby Dick or Wilfred Reed, but you got
Antonio.
Michael Antonio, you got Damari Gray. Michael Antonio actually will not be playing that first game. Forgot to tell you that he's suspended for the first game.
That's
Um,
okay.
so they have Shamar
He
Douglas and
scores
Bobby
the
to lead the
winner.
line.
That's why I said 0-0. You know what I mean? I knew that. I knew that
For the
subconsciously.
storyline, for the plot, for the plot.
Storyline, exactly.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good draw, good ties.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It's gonna be a good tie here. I almost, man, like
It's
you could go. It's
yeah,
so
it's
conflicting.
tough.
Like
It's tough. It
obviously,
depends on what Jamaican side shows up. That's the only issue.
yes, that is the biggest thing. Obviously, I think the USA. You could make the argument that they are still the favorites for the whole thing. They've won
Yeah,
it a
every
lot
single
of
time.
times already. They've won the most Nations League under their belt out of any Concacaf team, I believe.
Well, no, since it's running,
They
literally, they
are
won every single one.
exactly. So they are obviously still the favorite, but there are some factors for them too. I already mentioned there's a lot of players missing. It is still early days for Pochettino. I don't know. There's a chance here that this is like Pochettino will not win this.
There's a chance, and I think
Yeah.
to add to the Pochettino thing, early doors, early days, is that the players are reported Sunday and Monday, and then they're flying to Jamaica Wednesday. So realistically, they have a day of training before they go, and that's not a lot of time to implement things. You know what I mean? Especially a
Yeah.
new manager and everything. So it's good. I think there's going to be a little bit of chaos in the United States system in terms of not knowing what to do in certain situations.
Yeah, but at
Which
the same time, they are also like the best team in the whole continent, you could say, individual quality wise. So like, it's not going to be like you're not going to go to like. I'm sorry to get for this team to catch a stray, but let's say I could go to like Guyana, right? Decent team,
damn.
but like they're they're not going to have time to mesh well because they're not at the top of the level in world football. But a lot of these American players are, so I don't think it's going to be the worst upsetting. They still have played for like a long time together, so it's not like they don't know what to do. They still have each other to go off of. They still know how to play football. But at the same time, they are going to Jamaica for the first game. Now, granted, Kingston, unfortunately, is not a stronghold. It is not one of. It's not a tough environment to go into in the same way that maybe Suriname is or Honduras is. Kingston is not that kind of stadium. It should be, and I think it will be in the future, but it is not currently. So I don't know. I'm still gonna give that first game to Jamaica. I think in Kingston, I think Jamaica wins. Um, I don't know. For some reason, this is the most hopeful I've been for Jamaica in a tournament like this in a while. Definitely more than the last Nations League tie against the USA in the semifinals. Um, I feel
Yeah,
confident.
that was
I
a
feel like
weekend Jamaica
maybe
side too.
that was a very weak Jamaica side, and they still won. Granted, they played a good game. USA didn't score. A little lucky to get that first goal, I could say, and unlucky to score that own goal. But I don't know. I'm gonna give
It's
Jamaica
a
that first
tough one
one.
to call.
It is a tough one to call. I'm gonna say 2-1. Jamaica in the Nations League
Okay.
have gotten very fortunate, and I do think that fortune is going to continue here. Obviously, there's games against
Fortune's always
Honduras.
hiding. Ah.
It, uh, uh, okay, guys, that's gonna be it for us today. We're gonna call that video there.
Dad
No, like
jokes.
against Honduras and stuff, they got some own goals, some penalties. I don't see why it wouldn't happen again. I'm going to penalty here. I think they're going to get a penalty. They're going to win that first leg 2-1. Second leg, I don't know. They're going to have Michael Antonio. I think 2-1
I think the
win for
second leg is
Jamaica.
the decider. I feel like
Yeah,
we can
absolutely.
confidently say it's gonna be
Absolutely.
usually how those legs go. But I'm just saying, like, I think the first leg's gonna be pretty close.
Yeah, I think Jamaica get the win here, 2-1 in Kingston, USA game. It remains to be seen. I don't want to keep my prediction for that yet. Just quite yet. I kind of want to see how this game goes. But I think Jamaica do have every chance in the world to win this. Don't get me wrong. More so than ever here. I know Jamaica catches a lot of stick for maybe not living up to their potential in the region, but I do think that this could be the start of something new here. It could be the start of a new era for the regular boys football, and it starts with a huge win against the USA, who also, by the way, have not been that good recently. USA, and I'm not going to apply too much credit to the Mexico loss or to any other or to the Canada loss. Both are friendlies, both had different extenuating circumstances, but still not like they've been doing that hot. So USA are in a vulnerable position right now, a vulnerable spot. I think Jamaica can pounce on that. I like that, Andres. Both wins for us for Jamaica in the beginning. we can move on to Costa Rica, Panama, which is the second game. 6 p.m. on Thursday. It'll start halfway through that Jamaica USA game. I think Panama's got to run away with this. If Costa Rica beat Panama, I think it'd
Yeah.
be almost crazier than Jamaica beating USA to some extent. It's Panama's game. It's Panama's series. It's Panama's legs. So I'm just gonna go straight up to that Panama. They are without a doubt the fourth best team in Concacaf right now, or they're in that top four, without a doubt. Yeah, so I completely envision Panama win. I don't think Panama should give Costa Rica even a breath of fresh air at all.
Well,
I think we're going to see Panama in the semifinal.
to add to this little stat for you, they haven't beaten Costa Rica have not beaten Panama since 2016 in a World Cup qualifier.
Wow,
Remember,
8 years,
been a while, and that's when Costa Rica was good.
Yeah, true.
Back then. Not
Good
anymore.
point.
Not so much. You got to remember they did play last year in the quarterfinals. So this is another rematch. Full time aggregate score was 6-1 for Panama. So I'm expecting the same. I think this one's going to be a pretty straightforward one, in my opinion. I think out of all of them, I think it's going to be pretty straightforward.
Okay.
It's probably going to be like first leg, I'd say like 2-0, and the second leg probably like 3-1.
Wow, I think Panama's scoring like that. Okay, all right.
Yeah, a little recreation of what happened last time out.
Fair. This is also the first game that's going to be played in Costa Rica. All these games, the first leg is playing at the lower team ranking wise. So yeah, I mean, the head-to-head record is Costa Rica set at 5 wins, 5 draws, and Panama's got 11 wins. Like I said, I don't think Panama loses this. Granted, though, I think Costa Rica's in decent form overall, but to be fair, they're not playing the best teams in comparison to Panama. Now, also Panama have been in decent form, but before their form, they were doing that hot. They also haven't played since that 2-1 win against the USA, and before that, they beat Bolivia. Before that, we lost to Colombia. So I don't know. Or that's a lie. I'm sorry. I read it backwards. They did lose to Canada recently, and they did lose to USA recently and Colombia. So they have lost 3 in a row. But I don't know. I still think Panama have the quality. Like I said, still the 4th best team in the CONCACAF. Costa Rica have been getting wins and draws, but those have been against the likes of Guatemala. They drew against Suriname and Guatemala, and then they beat Guadeloupe. So I don't know. I just don't see Costa Rica doing it that much, to be honest. Over Panama. No, I mean, if you get me Costa Rica, Suriname, Costa Rica, maybe Jamaica, Costa Rica's got a way better shout, but it's Panama, man. Panama's one of those teams that just gets it done.
We'll see them in the semis. We'll watch their game in the semis when we're there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very confident. Now, if you're a Costa Rican fan and you have a different take, or if you're not a Costa Rican fan and you still have a different take, let us know in the comments down below. But for me, Panama get the win here. I mean, Panama, even though they lost to Canada USA recently, they are still a team that every time they play against a big team like that, you still have to give them at least some bit of hope, just because they are that good. They are that good. Panama have the ability to keep up. They have Carrasquilla in the middle, who just won Concacaf Men's Player of the Year for the 23-24 season. So, yeah, Panama are in that shout. Now, we can move on to the next game after that, which is on Friday. And we're going to go Suriname, Canada first, because that is the first game, 3:30 on that Friday. Suriname, Canada. Now, overall, the tie, I think Canada pulls it away. I don't think Suriname beats Canada over 2 legs. But this first game, though, I could easily see it with a draw. I could easily see Canada leaving with a draw. I think Canada might struggle a little bit in Suriname against Suriname. No Alfonso Davies anymore. He did have to withdraw due to too much wear and tear on his body, like a lot of players have this international window. So no Alfonso Davies, but everybody else seems to be okay. I think they're going to do good. I think Canada's going to pull it out in the end. But yeah, I don't know. That game against Suriname at Suriname, I have a little bit of hope for Suriname to get something from the game. If not a win, then maybe a draw. I don't know. How do you feel about that, Andres?
Suriname's in form. We know this. But Canada is number 1 at the moment in CONCACAF. So I think on paper, I think in terms of wanting a good game of football, I think we're hoping it's close. We're hoping it's a competitive game. But even without Alfonso Davies, I still think Canada does play well without Alfonso Davies. Sometimes I think maybe he holds them back a little bit too much in terms of trying to be the it guy, the it factor, trying to force matters and stuff. And so I just don't think that's his game. Understandable though. I understand why he does what he does, but
Yeah.
I think that's old Canada. New Canada, it's more team play, so you see
Okay.
less of that from him. Um, the last time they did play was in the World Cup qualifiers in 2021. Canada did beat Suriname 4-0, but that doesn't really matter because it's a brand new Suriname team. Um, I, I want to say it's close, but I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna going into Suriname. I think it's gonna be 2-0 Canada.
Mm,
Um, and then probably
okay.
like a 2-1 in the second leg for Canada as well. I don't see any like upset, anything crazy. I think Canada's gonna go in there with Jesse Marsh and get the job done. Personally,
All right. All right. A little bit to add for Suriname side. In the group stage section of the Nations League, which obviously the Big Four did not participate in, Suriname got second in the group behind Costa Rica, only by 1 point, but they did score 9 goals in those games against their fellow Concacaf compatriots. So 9 goals is a lot. I think they can score. They are slowly adding a lot of talent, a lot of people from specifically the Netherlands and whatnot, because of dual nationality. I don't know. I'm thinking that like Canada at some point has to come down with something. Like I
no,
I'm not
this
I'm
isn't
not
gonna be a
saying
Trinidad Tobago USA. All right, I
no,
believe.
that's not what I'm saying. It is. I think that that's even turned out to was even crazier than what's going than certainly not being Canada. But at some point, Canada are going to need some reality check. At some point, I'm not saying they deserve it or anything. I'm not saying I want that. But
Damn,
at some point, it's going to happen.
not our
Um,
neighbors up north.
no,
You're
I'm
gonna
just saying
start World
that.
War III, dog. That comment.
Right, me. Um, Suriname, I don't know. There's some bit of me that has some hope for them. There's some bit of me that wants to give them a shout. Um, so I'm going to. So I'm going to.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean,
You know me and my Tim Hortons. I gotta stand with them.
absolutely. I mean, so, yeah, Suriname. There's a chance. There is a chance. And Canada are a well-oiled machine in Concacaf, and they play fantastically well. But I don't know. There's a chance where something goes wrong somewhere for Canada, and as a result, Suriname pulls out some surprise win. But that home game for them is going to be important. It's going to be one to watch for sure on that Friday. I'm going to be paying attention to it. I think you guys should as well if you're not already going to. But we can move on to the last game of the
Come
quarterfinals.
on,
That
the
is Mexico
boys.
Honduras. That is Mexico Honduras. Um, now, obviously, one of us is going for Mexico for sure. One of us is going
Of
to have
course.
wants to guarantee a Mexico win. Um, I don't think Mexico is not going to win,
It's gonna
but
be close.
I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people are kind of expecting
Oh,
here.
just remember last time out, dude. We had an Edson Alvarez equalizer, dude.
It's true. Equalizer. I mean,
Equalizer that sent us to
Honduras
penalties.
is. Let's talk about like the nature of this tournament, right? It's a two-legged thing, and the lower team in terms of people's rankings are hosts of the first game. Honduras is a
It is.
tough
It
place
is.
to play at home. I do have some stats actually. I do have some
Oh.
stats. Um,
Oh.
Mexico historically have not been very fortunate playing away at Honduras. Over the last 30 years, Mexico has 2 wins, 2 draws, and 5 losses with a -5 goal differential. Um,
Eesh.
Most recently, back at last year, obviously they lost 2-0 over there. They won before that. They lost 3-2 before that. And a lot of these losses are by 2-3 goals. So I don't think that Mexico has shaken that yet. I do think this Honduras game is going to be a
It's a
lot
curse.
tougher than people think.
Honduras
It is.
curse.
It is. And shout out to Honduras. They are, like I said, very, very tough place to play.
They make it
Um,
difficult for us. It's very frustrating. I'm not
they
gonna lie.
do. They absolutely do. And that's exactly what they need to do. And I think Honduras can and need to win this first game. Because the second game, I don't know. I don't know if you win that against Mexico in
Where is
Mexico,
this?
but that
Estadio
first game.
Azteca? Do we finally get to play a game there? Or are we playing
I actually don't
Estadio
know. I actually don't know if it's
Numiso
in
Diaz, Toluca? Okay, so Toluca
Toluca.
Stadium.
That's still a great place to play. Um, but I don't know. Honduras just have something. They just have something there for me. Most
They got a
recently
little something.
they drew 0-0 with Jamaica most recently to finish that Nations League group which made them finish second, which gave them the game against Mexico. They won against French Guiana 3-2 before that, lost to Jamaica again. They won against Trinidad and Tobago 4-0, and they lost to Ecuador only 2-1. There's something here for me. Like, I don't know. I'm just Honduras looks good. Honduras looks good. I'll say this: if Honduras wins, I'll buy a Honduras jersey. If they win,
Wow.
if they make it to the semis, I will buy a jersey for
Yeah,
Honduras.
you gotta wear that when we go though too. You gotta wear
Oh, the
that.
semifinal, yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
if they won, I will pick up a jersey
Um,
without a doubt.
I completely disagree with you wholeheartedly here. You know, I understand the superstition here. You know, we don't really win here. Um,
That's
and
not a superstition; it's true.
it's true. The statistics, my bad. I saw
There
a
you go.
statistic during the Saints game when I was watching the other day, and I was really mad watching it. It was like the team that won the coin toss won the game because it's been undefeated. Whoever wins the coin toss, the announcer said it right before the game, and it was horrendous
Like the
because
season.
no. So so it was between the Panthers and the Saints. So apparently, whoever wins that coin toss in that matchup wins the game because both teams are undefeated when
Oh,
they
in
win the
that
coins.
matchup.
Yeah,
Oh, I see. I see.
it was
I
ridiculous.
see.
Anyways, the Panthers won because they won the coin toss. That's basically what happened. So statistics, if the announcer mentions that stat, then yeah, I'm going to give Honduras the win here. I'm not going to lie. I'm very superstitious like that. And I know they're going to mention it. They have to, it's part of their commentary routine. But
Fair.
I'm going to be a little realistic here, or a little hopeful. And I'm going to say 1-1. 1-1 first leg. I think the goal here for Mexico is get out of Honduras with a draw. No, we don't want to be fighting from behind. It's not a good look, especially after that United States win.
True.
Things are on the up. Things are a little bit more positive amongst the fan base, amongst the group. A lot of pressures on Raul Jimenez. I feel at the moment. After that performance, he's got to keep it up.
Right.
I'm sure he'll deal with it. Now I'm a Raul Jimenez lover. You know what I mean? I used to be a hater, but now I'm his fanboy. But yeah, I think the goal is to get out of there with a draw, keep it 1-1, or keep it tied. Just because history and all that jazz. Then we go
Right.
back to Mexico, we get the dub. I think we win this comfortably as long as we take care of business in the first leg and don't let anything stupid happen. No stupid goals, nothing just like smart football.
Okay.
If we win, we win. I'll be ecstatic if we win, of course. But I think our goal is just to go for the draw in the first leg. So and then take it back home and then win it, of course.
Valid. That's totally fair. All right. I mean, like I said, this is my second most important game to watch. I think it, Honduras Mexico. Honduras Mexico is definitely one to watch if you're a fan of football. I think it's going to be a really really good game.
You'll see some Brexit tackles too, 100%.
Oh
Edson
my
Alvarez,
god, without a doubt, it's going to be an aggressive game
just
of
wait,
football.
just wait. They hate each other. They hate each other.
Oh my god! And in Honduras, with Honduras fans are going to be egging them on even more.
Just wait for the dives. Just wait for the dives. They go crazy.
Daniel Maldonado versus Raul Jimenez. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good game to watch. So make sure to keep
classic
an eye on that.
Concacaf matchup right there.
That is. And maybe
fouls, they don't apply in this.
What are fouls?
Fouls don't exist. In Concacaf matchups like this, no. It's all about who can play dirtier. That's usually how it goes.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to watch. I think that's gonna cover our predictions for this video. Now we are going to be doing previews and predictions for a few other games on a deeper level before those games are released. So make sure to subscribe and watch those. Absolutely. And like I said, we are going to be live streaming that USA Jamaica game on Thursday. Probably going to start about 15 and 30 minutes before the game begins. It's
couple
a good
bets.
opportunity.
No, I'm playing.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not.
Hopefully I'll be 100% healthy so you don't see me laying back in my chair the entire time.
Yeah, for real. 25th minute. No, but that is going to be one of your best opportunities to interact with us and ask us questions and see how we feel about the games and whatnot. So make sure to click in and be present for that. We hope you guys are. We're excited for that one. I'm really excited for that live stream. I love doing live streams. So yeah, let us know your opinions down below in the comment section. If we got it right or wrong, let us know. And hopefully see you guys in future videos and past these future games. And yeah, take it easy, guys.